woke up at a gas station. We went inside this morning. We were like putting on their little cowboy hats inside and kind of making fun of their pink shoes that they're selling for 10 bucks. And it's just really, really fun. Hey guys, how are you? This is Connor. You're watching ThrivingMinimalist.com. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I'm with my amazing, beautiful friend, Brittany Taylor.
Hey Connor.
Hi. And we are traveling in Winnie right now, an incredible Winnebago that Brittany got last year and did a bunch of renovations on. You should definitely check out the videos. You're just putting out a new one on all the recent renovations.
Yeah,
right?
and the recent renovations that we did together.
Yeah, so incredible stuff on Brittany's channel. I'll put all the links in the description box. But I wanted to make a video while we're on the road traveling up to the Northeast about the joy of traveling and how good it feels to really get out there in the world. So you've written a lot about traveling.
Yeah.
Your website is pretty much half devoted to traveling.
Yeah.
If not a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like, simple living, minimalism, it often goes hand in hand with travel. I think people want to simplify so that they can explore.
Yeah, that's so true.
And, explore within themselves and explore outside of themselves.
Totally. Get out there in the world and experience things.
Yes, and there's so much diversity to experience, and when you're chained to a lifestyle that feels confining, you don't have the freedom to adventure.
I know for myself, growing up as a kid, my favorite time of year was during summer when both my parents would take time off work and we would go camping. And we would get all in this like big Ford van thing, and we had like this like roll in the back that my dad had made, like a big box basically that had, you could lift it up and we had all our food in there, but when it was down there was this big roll of foam where we would all sleep, like all 5 of us.
Wow, that's so
back
fun.
in this van. And that was my favorite time of year. We would go for a week or 2 weeks and just drive and then go camping, go backpacking, explore nature, explore the world. And I think a lot of people do this travel thing like once a year for a limited amount of time, and they're very, it's just the way that it's structured in their life. They're very like, this is my one time to travel, and this is where I'm gonna go, and this is it.
Yeah.
And that's totally awesome and totally okay, and I'm not knocking that at all. But for me, I've really found that having the ability to travel anytime I want is really freeing and makes me feel my best.
Yeah, I think that makes total sense. Like, it seems like it's just within our nature to want to move in certain ways at certain times, and just to feel restricted in, like, we see this beautiful destination, some beautiful tropical destination, and you're at a desk in the winter time and you're like, it's showing me what I want. Yeah. And I can't have it. Oh. But you can. You can always have it.
Right. But there's this feeling like, nope, I gotta put in my time, I gotta wait until my vacation days, and then I will go to the Bahamas. And that's it.
Yeah.
And again, there's nothing knocking it at all. I mean, if that's really what you want to be doing, that is awesome. But my suggestion is, like, maybe you don't. And if you don't, then I think there are alternatives. I think there are other things that we can be doing in order to get what we really want out of life.
Right. And I love that you said that this is going to be about the joy of travel, because I think that's really what it is. It's a joy.
Yeah.
And like you experienced when you were young, same thing, I would go camping with my dad like every weekend, and I look forward to it so much, and we'd go on longer trips, and that joy within us that we experienced, it stays with us.
Yes. And
we realize how much we can get out of, I think it's the freedom, I think it's the exploration, the meeting new people, encountering new situations, feeling what it feels like to kind of react on the fly to something unexpected.
That's a great point.
As opposed to having these monotonous routines and expectations. When you're adventuring, the littlest things can feel so fun. Like, you go into a supermarket in a new town and it's like, oh, look where they put their bananas. That's different than they do it at home, It's so fun.
Everything's changed, and so you get out of those routines and those patterns that you've been locked into that you didn't even know you were in. And like, we're at a gas station right now, having a blast.
Yeah.
Like, we woke up at a gas station, we went inside this morning, we were like putting on their little cowboy hats inside and kind of making fun of their pink shoes that they're selling for $10, and it's just really, really fun. And I think, you know, typically that stuff can kind of be overlooked when you're just doing the day-to-day. If you're going to the same gas station every week, maybe it's not as exciting.
Yeah, I think about it as like this, like really all it is appreciating. Like it's just what we're doing now is like we're in a mode of appreciation.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of like the honeymoon phase in a relationship where like at the beginning it's so exciting and everything's great. And then later on, like you can just come to expect things about this amazing person you fell in love with.
Right.
And then you're not appreciating.
You just kind of forget to be conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the joy of travel is having that constant newness, that constant excitement, these things that make it really easy to appreciate.
Yeah.
But I think we can find that same joy in anything we're experiencing.
I think that's the point of travel, is not necessarily to be traveling for the rest of your life so you have newness, or, you know, in relationships to keep having new relationships every single week so you can feel the newness, but really to maybe go travel to bring that newness, that new feeling back into your everyday life. And I don't know how that plays into relationships in your life, but it basically looks the same in mine.
Yeah.
So we are in Winnebago, amazing, traveling up to the Northeast, having a blast. Thank you so much for taking me on your journey,
thanks for
part
being
of it.
here.
It's just been amazing.
Yeah.
And really looking forward to more videos with Brittany and on this channel as we travel up to the Northeast. We'll be going up there for a couple of weeks. So much love to you guys. Talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.